token. I forgot.
That's right. You do have to take possession of your token.
I'm Dawnflower, right? I mean,
Dawn Shadow?
What?
Dawnflower, derp.
You son of a bitch.
You're mocking my character.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh shit. I guess I could maybe change on here the token that Stacy sent me.
I'm on
What?
day.
Oh,
So you didn't like
thought you did.
my superhero character idea, Andrew?
I have so far given up on ever running a superhero game that I really, you can come up with whatever crazy shit you want. It's not going to matter because I'm never running a fucking superhero game. Because I've tried running one 3 or 4 times. In each of those instances, a game has never lasted more than 3 sessions, and half of them never started because the buck wild ideas that people have come up with for characters, I'm just like, no, like I just can't run a fucking game with these people.
All right. Cool.
So you're not into hobos that actual hobos that murder people.
Actual murder hobos.
Well, there was the big problem with it is the disparity between power sets, because you could have one character who literally is an immortal tank that's like they put all their stuff into toughness and regeneration. So in order to create a challenge for that character, I would murder the rest of the party.
Yep.
Because they would make fucking hollow bone waifs or glass cannons. So I'm like, I can't make a game that is balanced for superheroes because the ideas you guys would come up with, I can't plan for and I can't accommodate. So it's just not worth my time.
I'll tell you what.
Start.
That same reasoning is actually why I refuse to do experience-based games. Because if I'm running a game where I'm starting characters at level 3 and maybe the adventure plans on characters getting up to level 8, I don't want somebody who just so happens to be the one who kills everyone a little bit more or goes out and does something that grants them so much extra experience that they start leveling up faster than everyone else, and therefore I now have to account for their level and the lower level of the rest of the party and making sure that it's balanced for everyone. I hate that. I don't think there's a good way to really do that. You're either going to make it too hard for the low levels or not hard enough for the higher levels, and somebody's either going... The lower levels are either going to be frustrated or the higher level characters are going to be bored.
Yeah. It's...
So I'm going to have you explain that one time. Were you saying that you give XP based on who killed something? Or like...
So the way that... the way that it would be in 5e at least is... all XP is shared across the entire group, but extra in a lot of
should have always been
right. But in a lot of the modules for it, it'll be like, you know, oh, you can like if somebody does, you know, partakes in this thing, they can gain extra XP, or it's like it would be something like if some players had some downtime, for example, and one of the players was like, hey, you know, I want to go out and hunt like a bunch of boars. And it's like, okay, cool. Let's roll some survival checks, see how many you can kill. And you would grant them XP based on that. And then like the wizard of the group is like, I'm going to sit in my room, set up an alchemy set and do research on my shit. And it's like, unless you're granting them XP for simply sitting there reading their books, which granted you could, when it comes to at least the players, I guess most of the guys that I've played, it's like, oh, we want to go out and murder some things so we can gain some extra XP, which is why like my Rime of the Frost Maiden and P5, you don't gain any extra XP for completing an encounter just by killing everything. If you can get through it diplomatically, you'll get the same amount, like you will level up in the same rate of time as had you just murdered everything, which played out
most things are,
which it should be. But the one thing that fucks that up, and if the DM is, you know, willing to put it in there, stuff like the Deck of Many, where you can draw a card that just instantly levels you up. I just don't like that stuff. I don't like having a discrepancy between levels.
Yeah, so I would never let downtime, people like doing stuff in downtime, no matter what they did, grant XP. It was always resource or, you know, like additional treasure or something, but never.
That was the
XP.
Yeah, that was one of the problems with the one game that my friend ran years ago. It was like the first game that I got to play in was we had some downtime opportunities, and I was like, oh yeah, like, you know, so and so and I are gonna go out and we're just gonna go hunt and like kill a bunch of animals. Like, we want to go and get a bunch of meat and like resources and stuff like that. And it's like, you know, he's like, okay, so he, you know, he was divvying out like deer and boar and, you know, rabbits and things of that sort.
Usually by that time, those kinds of things are nil XP anyway. It's like
we were fairly low level, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So, and that's it. It's like, you know, but yeah, I think there was a point where the game that I was running, I had a level 3 character, 2 level 4s, and a level 5. And the level 3 was just constantly sitting in the back, trying not to die. The level 5, who was a barbarian, was tanking everything and killing everything, and nobody else was doing anything. But, yeah, neither here nor there. So, we'll jump into this. Yeah, basically, what got you guys up to this point is you arrived in the main capital of the lands where you guys are located, which I don't have that information anymore because I'm terrible at what I do. Cleone. There you go. So you guys arrived at the capital of Cleone, and you met with Captain Dunburu, who was somebody that Tor had known. He is the captain of the Sailors Guild. And basically explained to Tor that they were able to track down the ship that had been causing all the disarray out in the Sea of Cleone, and in the Bay area, and was also the same ship that attacked his crew, causing the death of his crew. And so, after doing some research, which would have been an adventure had I wanted to put forth that time and effort, the Captain Dunburu was able to gather enough information and learn how to board the ship and everything. And then you guys basically were heading out to do so. You were going to go put an end to the crew on there and bring this ship in so that its reign of terror can end. And that's what we're getting up to. So in the last session, you guys boarded a small rowboat, starting to make your way out because the captain realized that sending any kind of larger ship would put the other ship into battle mode. And they had already lost a few ships, so they needed to go in the cover of night in order to make your way on a stealthier approach. You had been attacked by a tentacled creature. Will not say whether or not it was or wasn't the Kraken. But after that bit of mischief and mayhem, where your small dinghy was scuttled, but Captain Dunburu luckily had another patch on his robe of many things, you were able to make your way over to the ship, and that's where we will start. So, as your barge gets closer and closer to the ship, you watch in awe at the size of the naval construction before you. Towering masts, luscious wood, engravings carved in the hull, 2 tower-like structures forming the captain's cabin. Let me put this up for you. There we go. And at the bow of the ship is a gigantic bat-like dragon figurehead merged with the rest of the structure. The design seems eerie and out of this world, being something that one might imagine would take otherworldly hands to create. As you look around, the only way on the ship seems to be the rope ladders hanging off the side, floating silently with the rest of the boat. As Captain Dunburu pulls you up to the side of the ship, he looks over at you and says, "Arr, I shall be waiting for your return. I will not be far. When you are ready." And he reaches into a small bag on his side, and Tor, he is going to hand you a ring. This ring is essentially a flare ring. It will send up into the air a light spell, so that should you need to abort mission, or when everything is done, you can call the captain back over to the side of the ship.
Well, someone's gonna be a ship in a bottle.
Yeah. Hey, hey, you know what? Who knows? All right. And so with that, you are able to climb your way up onto the main deck of the ship.
Did the captain have a lantern?
He has a small one.
No, in my playback and notes, some kind of, where is it? Oh, an artifact, a lantern with a green light bulb. Did he already have that? Because I thought he had that.
So that is the artifact that is allowing you to even get onto the ship.
So he keeps hold of it. It's not.
Yes.
It doesn't help us.
Because essentially the way that he has to do it is the ship is the ship is incorporeal until he shines it onto there, which is essentially what he's doing. Which is also why he needs to you need to signal him whenever you are about to disembark off of the ship.
So charge the ring with the green lantern.
Happens to him.
I will say that even though once you are on the ship, you can still see him out there. It is still possible to see him floating out in the surf.
Okay. We should all have, what was it? Water breathing still.
Okay. Yeah, because you casted that not too long ago, so yeah, you guys have water breathing for the next day. So yeah, anytime that you guys are in the water, you can just breathe.
All right.
It was longer than I thought it was like an hour or 8 hours, but it's a whole day, so that's helpful. And I completely forgot I had gloves of swimming and climbing, which would have been great to remember. But I put them on as I got on the ship. Yeah. Should have put them earlier, but forgot.
So what part of the ship should we investigate first?
Well, like I said, you guys are like right on the main you guys are like right on the main part of the ship right now. You're on the main deck. To the north, you can see the forecastle rising up another 10 feet above, or another 5 feet up. From where you are standing, thanks to Dawn Shadow's light, you can also see that there is a storage area that is set underneath that goes down lower into the ship as well. And then to the south, you can also see that there is the quarter deck, which is, again, about 5 feet up. And then each one of the masts also has a ladder leading up to it. So you could also climb any one of those if you wished.
Well, sure. This was, we're your crew. They're supposed to be vampires, I guess.
So there's nothing, no one on the deck?
There's no one that you can see at the moment, no.
Okay. Can we hear anything?
There are a lot of cannons. No. So at the moment there is nobody that you can hear. I mean, you can roll a perception check if you wish.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Ugh. Willow.
Well, that is bright when you switch over to it. Boom. 24.
Wow. I thought my
I just
19 was
listen
pretty
real
decent.
closely because I know what the ship sounds like, and I know what people on a ship sound like.
I don't know if that fog actually comes over on the screen too well for you guys.
Yeah, it's moving.
Okay, cool.
Moving fog.
I don't know if I can change that because that's supposed to be green.
That's fun.
Because it is supposed to be intense.
Like
it's supposed to be super foggy, and
it's worse now.
It got much foggier just now.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's still not green.
Not
I don't think
green.
I can actually make it green. There's a button on here that I
Pretty
thought
sure we did set the ship on fire with that much. Hey.
Well, is it light layer? Nope, it's not light layer. Floor layer? No, I hate floor layer. Oh well, don't know what that button would do. But yeah, so it is super foggy as you guys get up there. And like basically it's as soon as you guys get up onto the main part of the deck, and you start looking around, you start listening, this green fog almost takes over the ship. The entire area is lightly obscured. And as you are listening around, Tor and Willow, Dawn Shadow, were you rolling a perception check?
No.
Okay. As you guys are looking around, you're trying to listen for anything that's going to give you some guidance or anything like that. But as you... Oh, you know what? Actually, this would give you guys disadvantage. So roll again, Willow and Tor.
For listening?
Oh, if you're listening, no.
Because my question was...
Yeah, if you're listening, no. If you're doing it reliant on sight.
Yeah, I was specifically listening to the sounds of the
ship.
Cool.
Yeah. Then we will go with the 24. So, as you guys are listening, trying to hear anything you can in this fog, you start to hear this scurrying and scuttling sound. And Tor and Willow, the two of you are able to spot these before you are all like cast upon by them. But you see quickly darting back and forth across the deck are these small, tiny little things that, as you hear just this like pitter patter across the deck floor, you see that they are severed hands. And basically, as soon as you guys realize, you can see that they have gotten into a position surrounding you.
Don't worry, guys. They must not be hostile. Like, didn't go.
Okay.
What?
What did you say?
I can't be
Cut
surprised.
out every other word.
Yeah.
I have a great club of warning. I can't be surprised.
Oh, yes.
And it's at that point that that your great club of warning kind of like pings you in your mind and goes, hey, the DM forgot that you guys can't be surprised. Roll initiative.
Such a simple thing.
I know. It's I think it's also the alert feat. The alert feat is like a similar thing where you can't be surprised, and being surprised is such a formidable thing against someone.
My initiative is 12.
12. All right. Waiting on Willow. Cool. All right.
Honestly, for a I guess rare weapon, it's really kind of good.
Oh yeah.
So far, I think it's saved us a couple of times.
All right. So these things are.
Yeah, he keeps trying to surprise us and kill us, but you keep denying him.
Yeah, it does suck.
Pretty funny.
All right. Dawn Shadow. I know that doesn't hit your 21 AC.
Nice.
This one's gonna go after Willow. So we got one going after Willow. We got two going after Dawn Shadow. We got two going. Okay, so we're gonna do this one after Dawn Shadow. That misses as well. These two are gonna go after Willow.
I use my action to impose disadvantage on the first attack.
Okay. You're using your protection. Gotcha.
Yes.
All right. Which takes it from a 22 down to an 8, saving Willow. And this one, but that one does hit.
Yeah, I can only do it once.
Yep.
So.
So Willow, you are going to take 1 point of slashing damage, but I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
It flicks you in the ear.
Yeah. So.
Well, maybe the ankle.
It grabs your wrist and rubs it.
Con
saving throw. Yep.
You get a +2 to the saving throw.
8, 17. Well, I already.
Oh.
Thanks. I already have a +4.
It's just my paladin's protection aura.
All right. So you have as much on a successful save. Okay. So you are only going to take 3 points of necrotic damage as. So basically, you guys get up onto this deck. Once you're up on there, you're standing there. You're listening around. Tor and Willow, you start hearing this pitter patter. Tor begins to feel his club vibrating. And that is when you hear the scurrying sounds of severed hands beginning to thump their way across the deck. Dawn Shadow placing her shield in between her and the two that are coming after her and imposing that shield to the one that first tried to hit Willow, but the other one comes up and scratches at your leg, and you feel those gnarled, bitten, kind of disease-ridden nails digging into your flesh as you feel a necrotic sting in your leg. Tor, you're up next.
Okay. I'm going to step here.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack. Well, maybe I'm not going to step there. There. I'm going to attack. What's that? S4?
That is S4.
All right. It's hovering. Looks like a 13.
All right. Yeah, that is going to hit. Oop, did not mean to move that guy. All right. You batter this thing into a bloody pulp.
So that one's dead?
That one is dead.
All right, then attack S7.
Okay.
Cool, I'm not even going to have to move.
So Tor steps up and tees up with his great club and just tees off on these hands.
Oh, yeah. That definitely hits.
I just realized there were actual little hands. I just saw that the circles S1, 2, 3.
Yeah, no, they're all little severed hands.
Hands right beside. To not laugh, one of them scratched shit out of my ankle, and I'm really pissed.
Yes, it did.
All right, so let's.
That one is destroyed as well. That one you basically just crush under your club, and it's just like every bone in its little form is just destroyed and obliterated.
All the little phalanges.
Yeah.
All right, and well, I can't take my extra attack now. Let me see what. I guess that's it since there's nothing else around me.
All right. Dawn Shadow.
All right. We're gonna come in swinging. So I guess against S3.
Okay.
We got a 17 to hit.
Definitely hits. Roll that
right,
beautiful
healing.
footage.
8 damage.
Bludgeoned to death. Well, I
And
guess sliced in half if you're using Stargazer.
Oh, yes. And then continuing the swing onto S1.
All right. Oh. Fortunately, as you're swinging your sword, you cut this one in half, and as you go to swing to S1, you just like clip your sword right into the mast. It kind of like vibrates into your arms.
Well, shit. That's my turn.
And then it flicks you off.
It's like there underneath the sword as you're like digging it out of the wood, and it just like bounces up onto it, gives you a middle finger.
Just like basically standing there, like 2 hands on the hilt with one foot on the mast, just trying to pull it up. God damn it!
All right, Willow.
I'm just gonna. What's firebolt? Firebolt.
All right.
Whichever one of these tiny hands got me.
Well, that would be S2. That is the one that is like digging. That was like trying to dig into your leg. Yeah, that definitely hits.
I'm gonna shoot it with a flame. Hopefully a nice one. Burny.
Yeah, Jesus. It is 3 times the amount of damage that you need to kill that thing.
I was gonna say that seems a bit high.
Yeah, they don't have a ton of hit points.
They are just hands.
That's right. Those poor little guys.
It's just the cantrip, so.
All right. Any is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have any bonus actions worth using right now.
All right. This one is going to.
That's the one you should have attacked.
Apparently.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw again.
Oh man. Apparently I got spooked.
Oh, yeah. One. Yeah, this one. Well, this one in
like this motherfucker's happening.
So it comes up. It scratches you, but it specifically targets the exact spot that the other one scratched you, and it essentially digs as it's like moving towards you, scraping across the dirty, ghostly deck of this ship. It's just like dragging bugs and dirt into its fingernails, and it digs into that same spot in your leg. You take 1 point of slashing, or is it piercing? 1 point of slashing damage, but you take 5 points of necrotic. All right.
I'm not pleased with these tiny fucker hands.
So just a little strategy. Obviously you do what you want. I always attack the ones that haven't attacked in a round if I can.
That's smart.
That way something like that doesn't happen. That's why I took out S4 before I took out S7.
This one going for Dawn Shadow. And no, that's a 21. I thought you had an 18.
Yeah.
All right.
I was just playing in character. She definitely attacked the one that fucking attacked her.
Yeah, I mean they're just kind of going for the first targets that they can scrape themselves up to, because they pretty much only have tremor sense and only know where you guys sort of stood. Yeah, roll me that con save again, Willow.
Me since I moved.
Apparently, my con is decimated.
Remember, you got a +2 to that. I don't know if it's gonna help.
Nah. Oh, actually, that one would. That one would save you. So you're gonna take 1 point of slashing and 2 points of necrotic. Yeah, because a 10 does save against that. All right.
Been reduced by 1/10.
Rook.
Alrighty then. Gonna make my first attack against S1.
Okay. Unfortunately, that misses.
Shitbuds.
And I'll also make my second attack against S1.
Okay. That hits. All right. S1 is blown to bits as it's like kind of as Dawn Shadow is like standing there trying to, pull her sword free from that mass. It's kind of like, like standing there with like two fingers dancing on her blade as you just put a mean bullet through that thing.
Yeah, that first shot was to hit the mast and get the sword free.
Ah, gotcha. I was wondering what so wait, why are you rolling with disadvantage?
I'm in melee.
You weren't in melee range for that. Melee's 5 feet. Yeah, because I was wondering what you were rolling that for. But unfortunately, it would have been a 2 otherwise, so it still would not have hit, because that first one you got 2 2s, which is unfortunate. But is that everything on your turn?
Everything I can see says that a ranged attack has disadvantage if there's an enemy within 5 feet of you.
Is that a thing?
Which would be S5.
I always thought it was you were targeting something within 5 feet of you. But I always took I took the feat to negate that, because
Dodge. Determine. Amy, okay. Aiming a ranged attack is more difficult when you make a ranged attack with a weapon or spell or some other means. You have disadvantage on the attack roll if you're within 5 feet of a hostile creature who can see you. Holy shit! I did not know that. Wow. 7 years. 7 years I've been playing this game, and I did not know that was a thing. So, okay, that changes it, because that definitely would have changed Willow's to hit as well, because she was casting with a fireball or firebolt. So we will have to keep that in mind.
I mean, that one was in melee with her anyway.
Yeah. Well, the one that she hit. Yeah, you're true. I didn't even think about that. Call. I gotta be better. Make things more difficult. All right, but that's gonna bring us up to Tor.
Although, when I managed to roll 2 2s, it doesn't really matter much.
Right. Yeah, and that's why I was like, okay, if you're rolling disadvantage, we didn't put that in. Yeah, 2 2 still doesn't do much.
Okay. I'm going to first attack S8.
Okay.
$18.
All right, that definitely hits. I have you rolling a 21.
Oh. Oh, I was looking at my strength, my damage plus, not my. So 8 damage.
You got that one.
All right, then S5.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, 15.
15 definitely hits.
Six damage.
Right. So that was S5, right?
Yes.
Yep. Dead as a door now.
Squished?
That is.
All right, and a bonus attack.
Flurry of blows. Gotcha.
It's just the unarmed.
Ah, gotcha.
$17.
Hits.
So Tor steps up, smashes one with the club, smashes the other one with the club, and stumps the last one for 7 damage.
Mm-hmm. Basically just coming up and crushing some bugs under your feet.
Cleaning house.
That's right. As soon as the oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was done.
Oh, okay. Yeah. As soon as you step on this last one, this fog, that's around you. It's still super thick, but you hear the creak of a door that is kicked open just to the north of you, where the forecastle is. There are 2 doors up to the north of you that lead into a set of chambers. As soon as you step down, these thick stomps from Tor, these doors bust open, and you see a pair of ghostly pirates begin to march their way out.
Ghost.
Son of a bitch.
All right.
Are they just entering on the initiative?
They are. So it is going to be. Well, I guess you would have you would have some movement left. If you wanted to do anything, Tor.
Well, I did my 2 attacks, my bonus, and I already moved.
Right. You only moved. You only moved like, 15 feet at most.
I think I moved.
Or 10.
5, 10, 15, 20.
No, you were right here, weren't you?
I was in front of S4. And then
Right.
I moved
So
down.
so you can move through a friendly creature space. You
like
just can't.
Knight. Yeah.
Yeah, you just can't move
what's
there.
up, Gwen?
Yeah,
I think that would have provoked more.
What,
Yeah,
going
I
like
moved
this?
through.
When S6 was there, it would have provoked more.
Yes, I moved like like the L shape.
Oh, you went like that.
In chess. Yep.
Gotcha.
Oh, actually,
Okay.
Yeah, maybe that works.
No, I'll say it wouldn't have. It only provokes opportunity when you leave their range, unless the enemy has an ability, which these guys don't.
Aren't you a monk and can move like 60 feet though?
Yeah, I was gonna say he still has about 30 feet of movement left.
I've got 20 feet of movement, but I mean, what am I going to run up and get attacked?
Well, I just didn't know if you wanted to move, so that's fine. We will go on to Dawn Shadow. Like I said, is hearing these stomps, the sounds of the your sword hitting up against the mast, the sound of the gunshot, the firebolt, Tor basically stomping around like he's an Irish jig dancer. These two pirates come kicking through these doors, their incorporeal forms kind of betraying their physical action.
320-pound jig dancer.
That's right.
Damn.
G1 is regretting that good initiative roll.
All right. Well, move on up.
Yep.
Let's fuck up G2. What? See something real quick here. It's a bonus action to cast a smite. Do I have to declare if I'm using a smite before or after I make the attack roll?
You can determine that at any point because it is no action. It's when you hit. When you hit with an attack. So you don't declare it beforehand, but you can choose to once you hit.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, let's see if we hit this motherfucker first. So swing 1. It's a 9.
Unfortunately, that misses.
And swing 2. 17.
That does hit.
All right. We're gonna at this point we're just gonna go with a basic attack. See what I do to him. 7 damage.
Because you basic.
Yeah, you see that you dig into his form. There is a meaty chunkiness to it, but kind of like with the Pirates of the Caribbean, there's almost like a squelching noise as you dig through the undead viscera.
Cool. Sounds great.
All right. Are you smiting?
No, I'm not
Okay.
smiting.
Alrighty then.
I wanted to see if I actually connected with him or if he was a ghost and just went through.
Oh no, you hit him. You definitely hit him. You dealt damage.
Stop it.
All right. Yep.
Actual fuck.
All right, Willow.
Bonus action is taking a potion.
Yep. In my games, it's a bonus action to drink a potion.
Line. I'm taking.
It says use an object as a.
It is, but in my game, I always do potions as a bonus action.
Yeah, I have a similar rule in 4E. If you take the quick draw feat, it'll let you basically use a drink a potion as a free action because it's a minor action to draw an item.
Before you roll those dice, there, Willow, as you unstopper your bottle and swig back your healing potion. Normally a healing potion has almost like a tingle to it. I always imagine it, it has like a flavor to it and everything, and maybe some kind of like magical essence. I always kind of imagine it as like a carbonation in a way. It tastes bland, as if there is no flavor, and there is nothing to it. As it goes down your throat, you gain no healing benefit.
Hard.
As you drink this, as you are chugging it back and you feel this, you sort of like pull it away from your mouth, and you see that as the liquid is coming out of it, it is mixing with the green fog that is surrounding you and almost dissipating it at its as it like hits it.
You're what?
The fog.
What?
So I'm hearing swallow the potion hole.
Just
don't
the whole
sip it.
bottle.
Don't sip it. You gotta shotgun it.
Well, even the stuff that went down her throat, even the stuff that she did drink that made it into her stomach, there is no effect from that potion.
You have to butt chug it.
God.
Okay, hold on. We can breathe underwater right now. Maybe if we get out of the fog that way, we can take a healing potion.
Nah, you gotta boof it.
Butt chug.
Oh,
Gotta make it
know-
airtight.
and I would feel like the potion did nothing in the face.
Yeah, you
this potion didn't work.
Right now
Your
you're
ankle's still itchy.
You're feeling the wear and tear of you're feeling the wear and tear of combat. You know, you kind of got, you know, like a heaviness about you. You're like, oh man, I need this. You know, you pop that cork off. You go to chug it back, nothing. You don't feel any better than you did a second ago.
Oh. Well, as an action, then I'm going to use healing kit on myself since my freaking potion didn't work.
So as you
start
to bandage, as you start,
No.
wait, do you have the healer? You have the healer's feet, right?
I have a healer's
So
feet.
as you take out your kit, like you look down at your leg and it kind of has this like festering necrotic ooze coming out of it. You take out your kit real fast. You give it a quick spray with some disinfectant and you start to wrap it, but the disinfectant almost just like washes right off, the necrotic scratch still present, and the bandages just do not, like, they stick, but there's nothing under it. It's just the scratch. You gain no healing benefits from that. So we are going to go on to the next Ghost Pirate's turn, because that is your whole turn.
Yeah,
Yep.
Move on. I'm 10 HPs and I can't fix myself.
All right, so it is the Ghost Pirate that is directly...
I would say I'd retreat, but
okay, yeah,
it's
you
very
still have your...
foggy.
You still have your movement, so you can still move if you wish. If you want to try and retreat back a ways, you got 30 feet of movement.
Come on, 10 more hit points, you'll be part of the crew. What are you worried?
I guess she'll be working against you guys at that point. I don't know. I feel like she wants to hide between these cannons because she has no freaking clue why healing isn't working and these goddamn little crawling hands.
Yeah, as you're like, you know, hunkering yourself in between these two cannons, Rook and Torb ahead of you, and Dawn Shadow, you see that you know, like one of the pirates is going to raise his scimitar and daggers to her. One of the crumpled severed hands is just like shaped out in a middle finger towards you, Stacy. And sorry.
You know what?
Sorry.
When Torb crushed it, the middle finger.
Yeah, the middle finger. It was everything but the middle finger is gone. So it's just a middle finger.
All that was left.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. So it is the
No,
Ghost Pirates.
she would also look bewildered, like I'm not healing. In case anyone wants to listen to her confusion.
All right. So we got 2 with that, and we got 1 with that. None of those hit because Dawn Shadow is decked out in super good armor as well as a shield.
The best healing is damage mitigation.
That's right. Yeah, Rook, you see that this ghost pirate is standing there, and it is taking 2 swings with its scimitar and tries to take a jab at Dawn Shadow's side, but her armor and shield is able to mitigate that damage.
The best defense is a good defense.
Looks like you got that one locked down then. I'll target G1.
Okay.
And I'll cast True Strike, but it doesn't suck first.
All right. We are almost on round 3. Yeah, that definitely hits. All right, 15 points of damage. You blow a mean hole into the side of this thing. Just a big chunk of undead viscera spewing out.
And second attack.
Okay.
That's not a good one.
That unfortunately, yeah, that's a nat one. That does not hit. So this one, you hit, your aim is so precise. You shoot this thing, and then you shoot exactly where you shot, and it just kind of whizzes back into the cabin where you saw this this guy come out of. All right. And we're going to go on to his turn, as he's pretty pissed now at you. But it is top of the order on round 3, which is what I rolled for. So I need everyone to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, how big is the radius of that?
Oh, your radius.
See here, aura protection. Anyone within a 10 feet.
Which is nobody.
No one. All
no.
right. That's what you get for hiding in the back.
20. So now I got a
wasn't gonna
2.
make that anyway.
Grant all friendly creatures. Oh, even I get this. Cool.
Yeah, you
Listen,
get your own auras, which is always good.
Onto it.
Wow, what is
Oh,
going on? Christ alive!
It doesn't matter. Nothing matters.
So I rolled a damn 9.
Oh no! I wasn't expecting this.
Nothing matters.
All right.
Everything is awful.
So, as
Nothing really matters.
as this is going on, the seconds are ticking by while you guys are standing in this fog. Willow already realizing some of the effects of this fog that it has to do. But it's as you see this ghost moving towards you, Rook, that you shot at it twice. You all are breathing in this green caustic fog, and it's at that point that kind of simultaneously you all start vomiting and retching, and you are going to be wait, what am I going to do here? Yeah, you're going to be incapacitated for the next round.
Jesus fuck.
Great.
I was not expecting everyone to fail that. But yeah, this one is... Yeah, good.
You guys give me shit for Dice Maidens, so...
All right. Oh, that is a hit. Oh shit, I did not mean to roll that one twice, but I am going to take that as the one. But Rook, you are going to be slashed at with for 4 damage as this ghost pirate that you shot comes up and gets you a nice slash across the chest. Toradon, Shadow, Willow, you're incapacitated, which means you can't take any actions or reaction. So
what was the oh wait, no, it's already factored. Never mind. I just saw that the +2 is already factored into my saves.
Yeah, yours is already figured in.
It sucks.
And this one is going to go after Dawn Shadow, trying to get at her arm. Ooh, and that actually hits. That misses, and the dagger does hit. So Dawn Shadow, you are going to take 7 points of slashing and 6 points of piercing. As this pirate looks at you, as you are standing there, bent over, retching onto the deck. As
Are these non-magical weapons?
they are non-magical weapons.
Cool. So I only take 7 points of damage.
Ooh, you son of a bitch! How the fuck is that a thing?
Heavy armor master. While you're wearing heavy armor, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage you take from non-magical weapons is reduced by 3. Told you. Best healing is damage mitigation.
It's reduced by 3, so you would take 12 total, right? Because I dealt you 7 and then 6. Oh yeah. No, yeah.
3 off 4 and 7. 1.
Yeah, no, it is. Wow, it is off of each one. Jesus H. Yeah. Okay. Fuck. Well, thought I had you. All right. And we are
This guy.
So that
I made a defender. That's
all
what
right,
I
did. Roll me another. All right, no, that's right. No, it's not this round. I'm sorry. All right, Rook. This one is going to take his extra hits at you. That hits again, and that hits. Rook, you are going to take 8 points of slashing and 4 points of piercing as you are still doubled over in pain from the smell and your lungs being filled with this green fog as you're just vomiting uncontrollably. But we are now back to Tor as you are able to wipe the vomit from your mouth and resume yourself.
I don't even wipe the vomit.
Ugh. That's gross.
He rubs it in.
I walk up and spit it.
Oh no.
All
Oh
right.
no.
Let's see. How does shove work?
So shove works by you making a you basically use your action to make an athletics check contested against the target's athletics or acrobatics. And if you succeed, they are pushed 5 feet away and either knocked prone or pushed 5 feet away.
All right, so I'm going to shove this fucker.
Okay. So he is going to make a contested check.
It's going to be a 26.
He is either pushed back 5 feet or he's knocked prone.
So. Knock him prone. Do I get my second attack off of that in my
No. So the way that works is if you are using the shove action, or no, that's right. No, using the attack action, you can make a special melee attack to shove a creature. So yeah, you would still get your second attack.
Okay, so now that it's prone, I'm going to hammer it with my club.
Okay. Prone is going to mean that you have advantage on the attack.
Right now, it's flashing both 20 and 2s. Ooh. Came up 2, so I'm going to roll the other one.
Roll that again.
It's literally, they're both flashing. I don't know if this one's going to be much better. 13.
Even with Rook right next to you, unfortunately, that is going to miss.
Jesus. Good thing I knocked him prone, so I could then do nothing.
I'm
going to use my.
Yep.
I'm going to use my bonus action, but I'm going to spend a key point.
Okay.
To do the flurry.
Cool. Go ahead and make 2 attacks. And remember, both made with advantage.
I'm still rolling the advantage on that.
Okay.
All right, so that'd be a 24.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, and then the second attack. Come on, bitch. Crit.
All right, nat 20. Cool. So go ahead and roll the damage for the first attack.
Is the second the crit going to be 2D?
So the way that I do crits is that you get your normal roll, but you get the maximum of your die pool.
Okay, because the damage automatically updated.
Yeah. So here's what we do. Just roll it as is. It's going to roll 2d6 plus 4. We'll add another 4 for your second attack, and then we'll add another 10. So we'll just add 14 on top of whatever you roll. Because it'll come out the exact same way. Because you would be, or no, yeah.
He's going to take a fuck ton of damage.
All right, so we got 15, and then, like I said, that's going to be plus 14. So we are looking at a total of 29 points of damage. As you basically, you go up, you push this ghost, this pirate down to the ground. He's looking up at you. He's got these gnarled teeth. You just lay into him, beating some fucking sense into him.
ground and pound.
Yeah. And he is currently bloodied. You see just bits and pieces of him starting to fall off. He's now missing most of his teeth as you've caved them in. Dawn Shadow.
All right, let's try attacking this guy again. First swing. Gonna miss.
Oof.
Second swing.
Yeah, do or do not. There is no
That one hits.
All right. We're gonna throw a fucking smite on this because I apparently just cannot hit anybody.
All right. Go ahead and roll your normal damage. Yeah, I'll tell you what, rogues and paladins with their sneak attack and smite respectively, with my style of criticals, fucking disgusting, but I love it. All right, and oh, are you using your divine smite or are you?
I'm using thunderous smite.
Oh, okay. So, gotcha. The first time you hit, okay. So that was your bonus action, and then you swung.
Hit with a melee action during the spell's duration. Your weapon rings with a thunderous. That's okay. So everything on this ship now knows we're here.
Yeah.
Additionally, the target is a creature. It must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet away from you and knocked prone.
Yep, that is throw. What is your save? DC 13. Yeah, you see that he slides 10 feet back. I know it's what's that?
And 5 feet up.
And 5 feet up.
Oh, because those are stairs.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, it's hard to see on there, but
You knocked him up the stairs.
I have no way of like revealing this side of the map
now.
Except if I do hey, I wonder if this would actually work. Are you able to see that? Are you able to see yourself in two spaces? Are you able to see?
Yes.
Oh, over there. Okay, cool. So
Okay,
I'm gonna put you there.
No. No, I only see the one.
You only see the one. Okay.
Yeah.
I see two of them.
I see two of me, but
Now
I can
the boat's
only
gone.
see. Yeah, I can only see the light emanating from the one that's hovering
Over
way
the
up.
ocean.
Now the boat's disappeared. We're just standing in the fog.
Oh, I still see the boat.
Okay. Well, that definitely did not
It's
work
back.
the way I expected. To give you a little bit more clarity, do you now see your normal?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So to give you a little bit more clarity, you are looking into off to the right, into another room.
So I knocked him back into the room he came out of.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. So I have no better way of showcasing that. So I will put a.
Yeah, I can't see it at all.
And now even Dawn Shadow's gone and the boat's gone.
Oh yeah. Rook. Yeah, Rook. Everything beyond that is just going to be super dark for you. See, I wish I could like.
I have dark vision.
Here's the problem now is that since you moved me over there, I can't see anything.
You know
that's
what?
On the ship. It's just a black screen.
Yep, I know exactly why. Hold on. My bad.
Because we have no light source.
There you go. Because off to the right of this, I have all of the other like inside the map stuff. So yeah, that is because I wasn't expecting to like move you guys over there until I moved you in.
Okay, I know you can't see what we're seeing, so this is what we're seeing.
Oh God.
Nothing.
I can actually see it if I'm over here.
Like that is what is on my screen right now.
Yep, same.
What are you seeing?
Look in Rise of the Undying.
Look at Rising.
Like, this is what is on our screen right now.
Yeah, that is technically that's technically all you would be able to see. Okay, here we're just gonna do this then.
Like,
there you go.
I mean, where did Dawn Shadow go?
There. Is that are you guys able to see now?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, right. It was my dark vision that was letting me see the ship.
Right. Yeah. So you still can only see so far. But like I say, I guess until this combat is over, we'll just do that so that this way things are a little bit easier to manage. All right. So yeah, you with Thunderous Smite, Dawn Shadow brings her sword down on top of this ghost pirate, and as soon as you do, it rings out this this sonorous crash that kind of shakes everything around all of you. You all just hear this loud thunder crack as you see this ghost pirate get launched back into this room. Willow.
Did Dawn Shadow get launched into the room?
No, she
not on
didn't.
my map anymore.
No, she's not on your map. She should just be off to the right. Do you not see her standing next to you?
Dawn Shadow?
Yeah, reload your page.
She just came on the screen.
Okay, yeah, she's just standing. She's technically just off to the right because of where I have the map.
Because it's allowing me to see into the room that I knocked him into.
Right.
But it's...
And, I mean, most of us can see into that room here.
Yeah. I wish I could, and this is actually one of the reasons why I wanted to try Foundry, because Foundry has different layers, and I would have been able to, like, copy,
Just
like
happen there.
Yeah, like cut stuff out and put multiple layers. Unfortunately, Foundry just did not work for me. All right, but Willow, yeah, you can see Dawn Shadow. She is still technically just right here on the ship. She has blasted a ghost pirate into there. You see Rook and Tor standing before this one. Rook has taken a few hits, and Tor is starting to bludgeon this one that is in front of him.
I can't see the one Dawn Shadow pushed in the room anymore. I presume.
Yeah, it's just right here. It's right there, but it's inside that room.
Oh.
So you've got a straight shot, but it's through a doorway.
Yeah. That's all. I just have it over there this way in case Dawn Shadow wants to pursue this thing into that room.
Okay. I'm gonna, I guess, get up and stop cowering and not be afraid of scary, horrible things. The fact I can't heal and shoot firebolt at G1 because I can see it easier.
Okay.
Pretty shakily.
Yeah, and
12.
unfortunately that misses as you blast this firebolt and it skims off to the side.
Yeah, she's not defeated, but she's gonna go sit back down.
Okay.
I don't think I have. Yeah, there's no.
Bless.
Right.
Bonus actions that are.
Yeah, I think for the most part you have Dragon's Breath, Rescue, and Sorcery points.
Yeah, Dragon's Breath have to be close. Sorcery points.
That's only if you need spell slots.
Just get my spells back basically.
All right. So this one that you knocked down, Dawn Shadow, he is going to stand up, using half of his movement and march up to you. He is pretty ticked off, and he's just screaming at you in a language that is just lost to you. But yeah, actually, none of you can understand that language.
All right.
But with every hit, he is
Not having
unsuccessful.
linguistics.
That is an.
I don't know what that is,
goddamn
but it
shame.
ain't from hell and it ain't from the abyss.
Yeah.
It's not orc.
Yeah, it's not abyssal, infernal, orc, or the slew that Willow can speak. But seeing the shape of this ghost pirate, you'd imagine that he is screaming in Dwarvish as it sounds like a drunken Scotsman. All right.
None of us have Dwarvish.
Rook.
Because none of us are dwarves.
We're going to put you back to your normal vision.
I'm not an elf, and I've got Elvish.
You got Elvis?
And goblin.
Yeah,
Elvis.
All right. So does this come out
You speak Elvis?
advantage or
1 for the money, 2 for the show, a fireball to get ready, and blow, baby, blow. That's it. From now on, every fucking elf that I ever play speaks like Elvis.
Hey there, little mama.
Hey, little mama.
I approve.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh no!
I think that was Johnny Bravo for a second there.
Yeah, my
A little
Elvis
bit.
is
A little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the same thing. Oh god, I miss Johnny Bravo. When men creeping on women wasn't a serious social issue, but was a child's cartoon topic, an entire plot. Oh god!
I just remember in the first episode, I dig it when chicks run.
Oh no! Oh no!
I shit you not. That was in the very first episode.
Oh, what a time! What a time to be alive. All right, what you doing, Rook? You got one directly in front of you, who is that one is still prone, actually.
Does the calculus come out to advantage on that?
Might want to take a 5-foot step.
If I take a 5-foot step, I have disadvantage because he's prone.
Oh.
And
yeah. Ooh.
From more than 5 feet. But
I guess he's not in melee.
Attacking within 5 feet, I would have advantage against him, except that range attacks at 5 feet have disadvantage.
So
he's still capable of attacking, albeit
you would be attacking with no negative or positive modifier or benefit. So you would just be rolling straight.
All right. Yep. I'll shoot him.
Okay.
I was gonna say, let's just pistol whip him.
Yeah.
But
just like revolver down to his head.
I'm not actually sure whether advantage at +5 is better than a shot at +8. But I do know I do more damage shooting him, so I'm shooting him.
Yeah, that definitely hits. All right. Good chunk of him taken out, but he is still gurgling, trying to stand up as much as he can. That also hits. All right, with a well-placed shot, you blast this thing in the head as it is attempting to get up, swiping feverishly at your feet. You're able to blow it to bits.
All right, I reload as a bonus action.
All right. Tor. Rook's revolver just rings off next to you as he blows this thing's jaw off as it squelches across the deck.
And I'm now deafened from having a gun discharge.
I'll say you had thunder going. Yeah, you had thunder. You had thunderous explosion going off 20 feet away from you, and you had Rook blasting 2 loud shots in your ear within 5 feet.
What? I can't hear you.
What?
Womp womp.
Mop.
Well, there goes my tinnitus. Okay, so those are actually a stairway down to the right of that ghosty.
Yes, that is correct. You do see that ahead of you is a staircase that goes down this way.
It's all right. I can actually
Yeah.
get over to here within 45 or with 45.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. And I will go ahead.
As you are standing next to, as you are moving ever closer to your walking lantern.
I will go ahead and, you know what, that was a lot of fun. I'm going to shove them too. Just walk up and Sparta kick that mother.
All right. Oh, I guess I need to roll as well.
24.
Christ. 7. Yeah. I'm assuming you're knocking him prone again?
Yep.
All right. So the one directly in front of Dawn Shadow is now prone as well.
Okay. And this thing's... I'm very tempted. You know what? I'm going to act... Do you want to finish it off?
I mean, I have been rolling dog shit. So if you want to just kill it,
well,
do
it's prone. All right, I'll go
that
ahead.
means nothing, okay?
It just means that he's going to roll twice as bad.
I'll go ahead and tee off on this thing. Attacking with advantage. So it'll be the 23.
Yep. Which definitely hits.
The 22 was a close second. Doing 8 damage.
All right. He's still up. Well, he's
just a regular bonus attack.
Okay.
Flurry this time.
Gotcha.
Dude, that one was dog shit. Talk about dog shit. Let me roll advantage.
Ooh. I don't know if any of you actually watch Critical Role, but did you guys watch the Vox Machina animated show?
I've watched all but the last episode.
Oh, it's so good.
Does a 14 hit?
Well, 14 does not hit, but because you have your
flanking
bonus, thanks to Dawn Shadow, a 15 does hit.
All right.
Yeah, I've never watched a single episode of the actual game, but the anime was amazing.
Yeah, I don't even know anything about Critical Role, to be honest with you.
I knew enough to know the characters.
It's just I saw the trailer and I was like, God, that looks...
Oh, I loved it. All right. Well-placed punch. You destroy this one.
Did you watch Reacher since you're on Amazon?
No.
You
know what?
Reacher.
I saw a commercial for it. I legit don't know if I could watch it because the guy who plays Jack Reacher, or if it is Jack Reacher, that guy played a really goofy character in a show that was like a college show. I can't remember what it was called. I can't see that man playing a serious role. I literally cannot take that actor seriously in that role. It is so... I watched a scene. I'm like, this guy would be crazy if it wasn't this guy. Because I'm just waiting for him to make some stupid fart joke and that be that.
It's so good. I have this. So I have the same thing. Back when I did have Amazon Prime, I watched the Tom Clancy show. The fuck is his name? The
Michael B.
show
Jordan.
No, the one that John
Krasinski.
So I never watched The Office. So I had the same thing. All my friends was like, "Oh, it's like I just can't see John Krasinski as this guy." I'm like, I never saw The Office, so I never was able to make that connection. And He's really good in it.
Yeah, you can't really judge someone by their past work.
Yeah,
Because he was also
that makes
Aquaman. And
a good actor. If they can flip from serious to
no,
comedy.
it's pretty damn incredible, and it's a real fun show. Like Aaron did, so
Can't hear.
all right.
but all you'll think of is Walter while you're watching it. Because Reacher's like 6'5", 250.
Oh God.
Yeah.
All right. So
Boy.
as you guys are finishing up this, with this one on the ground,
Next wave.
well, you as soon as you get this next hit, there is an eerie silence that overtakes the ship. Combat is effectively over, so you guys do have free action.
Fog look any clearer inside that cabin?
I was about to ask the same.
Inside, inside
the
you actually
question.
do not see you don't see any of the fog in there. Which I guess I should do a much better description of how this ship is sort of like situated going up vertically. So I do apologize for that. Let me give you guys a better representation here. Not the one that has the DM stuff. There it is.
Let's take refuge cabin real quick.
Here we go.
Agreed.
There we go. So basically, if you look at that, you guys climbed up onto the side. You are on the main deck. To the south of you, you could see that there was the quarter deck, which there are two doors that went into the quarter deck, but there is also the deck on top of that, which also leads up to the upper deck. And then to the north, you guys see the forecastle, which has a section inside, which is where you guys are heading into right now. So I will move you guys over to there.
All I always see is the fog. Move map.
So you guys should now be able to move over to that corner. As you make your way into here.
Want to drop that anvil in the hole in the deck, see if it goes through the hull?
Oh God, that's horrifying. So as you step into this room, I'm actually gonna. Now I can turn off the fog.
Now there's nothing but blackness.
Yeah. So as you step into this room, you can clearly see that this is an armory. It is filled with all sorts of armors laid across the walls. And you also see that there is a chest in the upper left-hand corner, on the backside, right next to a table. And then off to the right, you can see that there is a door that leads into another room that holds some storage, some crates, and boxes and barrels. Do you shut the door behind you?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it like a storage chest or like a treasure chest?
I mean, it just looks like a I mean, kind of, I guess, storage chest, treasure chest will, just be dependent on what you're storing in there.
It is a chest owned by pirates. So that makes it a treasure chest, right?
I mean, there's always the option.
Anything that somebody else is there.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess philosophically speaking, the question is, are we going to loot the chest?
I think we should check
do what you want.
chest.
Say that would go
Well,
without
then it's
saying,
a treasure
but yeah.
chest.
Is it inspection or sorry, not inspection, investigation, perception?
Yeah, you can roll me an investigation check if you want to head up to it.
Does anyone have a better investigation than +1?
Let me see.
I can take a look.
I got a -1.
Mine's +2.
Let me take a look at that.
I have a question about this Bastion of Law.
Okay.
When you finished with, I thought you would deal with the chest first. That's all, since they're rolling.
I mean, I don't know what your question is, so.
Okay. Well, it says, if I spend a sorcery point, I get a D8 equal to however many sorcery points.
Correct.
Yeah, 1d8 per. And it says, when the warded creature takes damage, it can expend a number of those dice.
So basically the way that works is,
if I roll if I only do one and I roll my one die, I can't roll it later on a different turn.
No, so basically what it is as an action, like if you did that right here and now, you can spend a number of points up to 5 to ward yourself against a creature that you can see within 30 feet, lasting until you finish a long rest. So what this is, so you could ward yourself, you could ward anyone else, but until you finish a long rest or use the feature again, they have a number of dies equal to the amount of points you use. So let's say you use 4 and you cast it on yourself. You have 4d8 that when you take damage, you can choose to expend those dice and roll them and reduce the damage you take. So if you had 4d8 and you got hit for 12 points of damage, you could roll 2 of them to try and negate that damage. But then those 2 points are gone.
Yeah,
right, you are expending them.
But if I hit,
right, so
and if I hit damage again, I would have 1 or 2 more. I could
correct. Yeah, so basically you have to keep track of that, like on a, because there's really nowhere to keep track of it anywhere else. But like on a sticky note, write that you have 4d8, and then okay, you got hit for 12 points. You try and reduce it. You use up 2 d8s. You only have 2 left. But you only have 6 sorcery points total, so you just have to keep that in mind, as you don't have an infinite amount.
I would probably only do 1 or 2 if I did it. I can customize it and add notes. I can probably put it there if
that's fine. Are you doing that?
Okay. No, I wasn't sure how that worked. Currently, she would try and do a healing kit, but you can go back to the chest.
Well, are you doing a healing kit? Are you trying to heal yourself?
Yeah. Since we're out of the fog and out of fighting range and all that stuff, try again.
If you attempt to heal yourself with your kit, you do get healed for however much you would. So you can go ahead and roll those die. Rook, as you head up and you start to investigate, what specifically are you looking for on this guy?
Anything suspicious, evil runes. He's not exactly an expert in traps, but any unusually pointy bits with springs would be a dead giveaway.
So you're mostly looking for traps and stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, I haven't opened it yet, so I'm not sure what else to look for. I guess I could have checked whether the chest itself is valuable, but yeah, no, I'm just gonna see if it's safe to open this box.
Okay. Yeah, you're looking it over, and you're just trying to see as much as you can. I mean, with an 11, you can't really determine too much. The
I'm
only
about
thing
80% sure this box ain't cursed, so I'm gonna open it if y'all are all right with that.
Sure, and I'll step 5 feet to the
Yeah.
Okay. Step 5 feet to the left.
I actually said the right.
Yeah.
Oh, to the right. Moving over.
I'd back
away.
up to
Further away
when
from
I'm
the chest.
no, a bit here.
Imagine Dawn Shadow staying behind you,
She's
just like
trying to heal herself.
yeah. So Willow's standing in the corner.
Bandage her.
Willow's standing in the corner, just like straight up trying to heal herself as much as possible. Yeah, Rook. So you go up. You try to open it. And as soon as you lift the latch on this, you start to open it as two tendrils reach out from inside, and this thing's gonna get a. As soon as that happens, you are going to be attacked.
Great.
But luckily for you, that is going to miss. But I need everyone to roll initiative, as this is a mimic.
Ooh, mimic.
Technically not cursed.
Technically not cursed.
I think I did my HP correctly. I rolled a 3, and it's +4, and then plus the
Your level, so it's
hit
13.
die, which is 6. Figured I did it correct. Oh, initiative. Where's
17.
my mouse? Oh. Higher than I wanted. But I haven't encountered a mimic in a while, so.
So yeah, as soon as Rook gets that latch open, these two pseudopods reach out as this thing's toothy maw opens up, dripping with ichor. As it is going to bite down onto Rook, that being a decent hit. Dealing 10 points of piercing as well as 2 points of acid damage. All right. Tor, you just watched Rook open up this chest as these two tentacles reach out, start slapping at him, and then they go. This thing's, hinge just tries biting down on him.
You open up a chest full of whoop ass. That is not where I put you. Can I not move into that square because there's a table there?
You can if you if you want to jump up onto the table.
Well, I mean, it's just every time I drop him there, it moves me back out.
Wait, over to there?
Oh.
To the right of the mimic.
Cool.
Don't know why. I don't have anything there to block that.
The mimic.
Yeah, because every time I moved it, it would back. But I guess it's because if you notice, I turned up almost all my movement to get there.
Yeah. All right. Well, got you good.
All right. Well, I will attack. Uh, 23, 22. Sorry.
That definitely hits.
8 damage.
All right.
Second attack. 20.
That hits.
6 damage. And then bonus attack. Mm, 21.
That also hits.
Six damage.
Alrighty then. Couple good solid hits. 20 points of damage total. All right. On to Willow. As you were standing there bandaging yourself up from those gashes, Rook opens this up and you see him get attacked.
I'm gonna use a firebolt. She's kind of just caught off guard, and that's her to go. So.
All right.
She was just finishing up. Oh.
Yeah, that hits.
At the mimic. Wow.
All right, 13 points. See that you're scorching the top of this thing's facade. Rook.
All right, he's going to take a step back.
Okay. All right. As you do, it hits you for 8 points of damage.
All right, he applies his Hexblade Curse and opens fire.
Okay. That hits. Right. Hell of a lot of damage. You have just blown a massive hole in this thing. It is just barely hanging on. All right, another hit. Solid. Ooh. And with a mighty blast that rings out, you destroy this thing. Which means that you gain 10 hit points.
Oh. For killing it?
Yep. Because he cursed it.
All right, so I turn around from closing the door like, what the hell happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is there a bloody mask in the corner where there was a treasure chest?
It was an angry treasure chest.
It was very
like all of a sudden there's just like whack, whack, whack. Boom. Like, what the fuck?
The fuck did I miss? Because that all took place in a matter of like what?
That was that was like 6 seconds. You shut the door behind you, and that was it.
I didn't have time to draw my sword. Like, what the fuck is going on?
And Willow stood up from bandaging herself. Is like, well, he just got attacked. So, Does anyone else want healing kit? Healing. It seems to work this time. I feel a bit better.
I'm unscathed. I think Rook needs it.
Yeah, you can see that Rook has like bite marks in his arms. Nice meaty chunks.
Do I roll?
Yes, you do roll for that. Anytime that you are applying a healing, you do roll that for them.
I'm only down 7 hit points. I think I'll be good for now.
What's like free HPs? It's a 1d4.
It's 1d6. It's a D6 plus 10.
Why do I think it's
Because there's a 4 right next to it, so it might just be getting confused.
So your best defense is your best healing is mitigating damage. My best is to kill everything before it can hurt me.
Well, that's the best way to mitigate damage, is for it never to apply damage.
All right, Rook, you get 11 points of healing as Willow is tending to your wounds. Now, keep in mind, you cannot benefit from HP like that until you guys finish a short or long rest.
I was actually going to maybe recommend a short one.
Wouldn't be opposed to it.
No.
If nothing comes to break down that door in the next hour.
This place keeps out the fog. Something wrong with that fog, that's for sure.
That fog is coming for you.
Yep.
I don't know if I actually.
We all vomited at the same time. Apparently.
Oh, actually, I gained on my key.
So, what are you guys doing in this moment?
Really fast short rest.
Is that the group consensus?
What do we got in this one door? Oh no, there's a second.
Yeah. So basically, as you look around this room, like I said, it's filled with armor of a variety of kinds, and basically
I'm just checking the doors. So
yeah, basically anything that that is like a base, set of weaponry or armor, you could pretty much find here.
Does that door to the inner door open in or out?
This one here, that one opens in towards you guys. So it opens.
So we could easily barricade
that way.
The other one opens out.
The one on the outside does open out.
Is that true for both of the outside doors?
Yes.
So the one Rook's in front of, we can barricade. Well, we can barricade them both. It's just they won't be able to open the inside door.
Well, we're in an armory. We've probably got hammers and nails.
I would say so.
I mean, I could probably move the anvil. The one that opens in. They ain't going to open it with the anvil in front of
it. You put the anvil there, spike the other one with nails and such. Then we can move the anvil when we want to leave.
Yep. And then with that secured, take a short rest.
All right. So you are securing this door, correct? And this door, correct?
So yeah, the inside door that opens.
Yep, this one
in front of. Yeah, the one Rook's in front of.
Okay.
Yep, we'll put the anvil in front of that one because they're not open the door. An anvil.
Gotcha.
And then spike the outer door closed. So they'll have to work hard to get through.
Okay. So whoever is moving the anvil, whoever
disconnected. And reconnected.
Yeah, it should have reconnected. Let me see something.
Would it be strength or athletics to move?
No, it's definitely gonna be a strength check. The thing is, it's not gonna be too crazy for you. So whoever, I'll save that for Tor.
If we're very concerned, if we're very concerned, I can cast Alarm.
Well, that's going to be a 4 or 6.
Yeah, you like rub your hands together and are like, yeah, no, it's just not moving. Like this thing is just secure.
Hey, want me to give it a shot, or give you some?
I mean, that's up to you. Or if anyone can, if there's aiding or helping.
Well, so either Dawn Shadow at this point can try it herself if she wishes to. You can also attempt to do a group check, and I will just set a different DC, and I'll let the two of you roll for it. While you're doing this, who is attempting to barricade the door leading out to the main deck?
Let's say Tor and I do a group check to like both grab a side and pick it up.
All right. Yeah, I will say if the two of you are just gonna lift it straight up, since you both have a push drag lift of 5'10", between the two of you, you will just be able to move this. So yeah, between the two of you, you are able to move the anvil over to over in front of this door.
Okay then.
There you go.
I've got Tinker's Tools and Proficiency in same. If
Cool.
that's any use.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll me a d20 plus proficiency. So just do a proficiency roll.
I have calligrapher's supplies, navigators. Under tools, it says vehicles.
If you want to, if it makes it easier, Rook, just go ahead and do a survival check because it's the same.
3.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you grab some of the nails off of the table as well as a hammer. There are a few pieces of wood around here that you're able to hammer these in, and they are they're sticking, creating a little bit of commotion there. But after a minute or so, you feel that the door is solid and secure enough that if anything were to attempt to get this, that it probably would not be able to break through. All right. So before you guys proc your short rest, let me roll some dice.
Dice.
Plus. Yep. As much as having the blood and viscera of a bunch of severed hands on my map is so much fun, I need to get rid of that to save resources. Because my app is chugging. All right. So we are going to see... and I'm going to do these rules over here. Ooh. What's your proficiency? +3? Okay.
Bless you.
Thanks. All right. So, as the minutes go by, you start to hunker in a bit. You are recounting the climb up here, the severed hands and whatnot that were trying to accost you. And as you're settling in, you hear everything's quiet outside. Everything is, you can hear the wind blowing. For something that Tor is probably very used to, You know, the rocking of the ship, the sound of the waves kind of crashing up against the side
of the wood.
Yeah. As you sit here, in this armory surrounded by these tools and weapons and armor, you do begin to hear a creak across the deck from outside. Rook, from where you're standing, as you are braced up against this door that you've barricaded, some time goes by, a couple minutes goes by, and you start to hear murmuring on the other side of the door, and then there's a forceful thud from behind it that knocks out like 2 of the nails that you put in there, but the rest of this is holding tight. But it's as soon as that happens, you see a scimitar blade just come crashing through the door, leading over into the storage area, as the top part of this interior door breaks apart, and you see standing on the other side of it is
Jack Nicholson.
What's that, Jack? That's right. Yeah, the splintering is perfect as it cuts down through. You only see a slit of this, but you do see another one of these ghostly pirates standing there before you, and you can hear a shout from just beside him. As Willow, from where you're standing, you can see another one standing next to him. It is still trying to break into there, but it is unsuccessful as of now. You would essentially all have an action against this thing if you wish to, because it is simply trying to chop into this door. Do you do anything?
I'm going to shoot right through that hole it put in the door.
All right, go ahead and roll your attack. That hits. All right. Ooh, unfortunately, that second attack misses. As you hit this thing, it sort of falters back. Your next shot rings out. It goes right through the opening that's in there and just rings past this thing's head. The bullet lodging itself into the planks on the other side of the wall. Don Shadowtor or Willow?
Oh, we didn't get our short rest then. Right?
You did not get your short rest yet.
Just kind of walk over there and stick the sword in the hole and just try to shank him.
All right.
Come here, fucker.
We will. Yeah, so we will account for that. The fact that you're having to basically skewer through this door as it is moving out of the way. If you want your second attack.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah, as it's you're basically just fishing this thing through there as it's moving around. You're unable to connect with it.
Can I use the rest of my movement
can
to sort of back away from the hole?
Yeah. Where it's standing, it really can't get an opportunity attack on you because the door is still mostly there, and the anvil is also there.
I could do chill touch, right? It's like a cold mage hand. It would go.
Chill touch is necrotic.
Yeah, but it can go through the door, or I can tell it.
Yeah, it's ranged. It's 120 feet.
He means it's not going to hurt.
Well, if I hit it, Well,
I did not say
if
that.
it hits an undead target, it also has disadvantage on attack rolls against me till the end of my next turn. So I don't. All there is like a tiny.
There's like a tiny sliver, but
hole.
again, this is you create a ghostly hand in a space of a creature within range, so you can definitely hit this thing. Just go ahead and roll the attack. All right. Yeah, that definitely hits.
I don't think my boomerang is going to go through that hole. So I'm like,
all right, 9.
Oh, this is. I don't know the creature that's right where we have G.
I imagine the one that you are
G1.
that is trying to actively break into there.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'm gonna move away from the door. That's not gonna get.
No, like I already said, with Dawn
Mm.
Shadow, that's
Like,
not
I
going
like
to
through
proc
the
an
door.
opportunity attack.
I can't move her. Why?
I-
I'm moving the whole map. I already chose her. Yeah. Weird.
I don't know. There might be some funky geometry I'm forgetting about.
Oh, the mimic's not there no more. Just a pile
some
of
weird
mimic
game
guts.
rule that necrotic did.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I read through it, I was like, it gives them a disadvantage if they're undead. I mean, fine, but against me, which is, I guess that's because it's only a cantrip.
All right. And Tor, you would be the only one who has yet to act.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and since I don't think the boomerang will go through the whole door, I'll shoot my longbow.
All right.
$20.
Yeah, that hits.
$6 damage.
All right. You hit this thing in the
Second.
face.
Second attack.
Kind of reels back from the damage.
Oops, I rolled damage instead of to hit.
Oh, that's fine. Well, roll to hit, and we'll see if your damage actually counts for anything.
Let's hope. Since I roll neat.
He rolled damage again.
No, he rolled the hit. You got a 10.
I accidentally.
You got 10 damage if you do hit. Hey, you do hit, so it's gonna be 10 damage.
I feel all like Legolas now, shooting little holes.
All right, so I'm just going to account for that initiative that you guys basically just took, which was Rook, Willow, Rook, Dawn Shadow, Willow, and then
hold on. There was something else. You can use a bonus action on your turn to make a range attacks. Oh no, okay, that's where the Kensei weapon. My boomerang's the Kensei weapon, not the bow.
All right. Yeah. So, Rook. Let me see. You hear another thud from behind the door that you patched up. This one less enthusiastic. Nothing falls out. The door is holding fast. This guy out here, he is going to slash into the door. Cuts a slightly larger gouge. Still is not able to really, get into the room to do anything. The slice that he is cutting open is still minimal at this point. All right, Rook.
All right, let's take another shot.
It's a funny story about Jack Nicholson.
That hits.
Apparently, Jack Nicholson used to be a so he was destroying the doors.
He used to be a
with
what?
that axe. He was a volunteer firefighter.
Oh God!
So when he was chopping through the doors with the axe, bring them in one hit. So apparently they had to build a reinforced door to make that shot,
Oh,
threatening.
so that he didn't just go through it in one hit.
Yeah, because they gave him a door at first, and he went through with paper.
Yeah. All right. So with that, unfortunately, that second shot hits the wall or hits the door that is blocking his way in. Dawn Shadow. This ghostly pirate is like sticking his face in. He has his sword and he's like trying to jab it through, cutting away at this door as much as he can.
All right. Let me miss twice.
Oh no.
It's a good thing these guys didn't think to grab axes.
That hits. All right. And with that, you stab this one in the face. As it has its head in there, it sees you walking up. It just lets out this like ethereal as you drive Stargazer into its face. The light just beaming on the other side of this. As soon as that happens, you hear this hiss come from the other side of the door where you are, Rook. And at that point, you see that this ghost pirate that is standing down here on the corner, Dawn Shadow, it looks up at you, looks back towards where the main deck is, and then steps back out of there and slams the door shut.
Okay. I think he learned his lesson.
All right.
I got a real bad feeling about what's on the other side of my door here.
As soon as you are saying that, you do hear footsteps moving away from that door.
Oh, no.
I think we best get far away from this door.
So forego the short rest and try to make our way out of here.
Well, we ain't leaving through this door, so we're best getting to that other room.
Those ghosts may be startled back and in greater numbers.
All right. So are you
I think I hear them all running away, and I think we best too.
All right. Works for me. Tori, you want to help me move this anvil and we'll go out this door?
Yep.
Two of you are able to move the anvil back into place and out of your way to get the door swung open. You can see that the door in this next room in the storage area down to the south has been shut. You don't hear anything beyond it, but in the middle of this room, you can see that in this room, you can see that there is a table up against the one wall. There's a slew of boxes and crates. You also see that there is a chest set up against the one wall.
I want to poke it with my sword.
I was gonna say I'm gonna shoot it with my
The chest.
Yeah.
You poke into it. There's like the little crack of wood.
All right. I don't think this one's gonna come to life. Don't hold me to that, but is this door open up here?
The door is open up to there, yes. So as Dawn Shadow, as you look up into that room, you can see into here. This is the quarterman's cabin. This is a simple room filled with a desk, some beds, a desk, a bed, as well as a couple of drawers, and that's pretty much it.
Are these two doors up here or those drawers?
Those are doors, yes. Those are doors that lead out to what would be the oh shit, what the fuck is that called? Out to the bow of the ship where that giant bat dragon statue was.
Cool. So far, we haven't done anything that goes
Did you
lower.
open the chest or just poke it?
He just poked it.
I'm gonna move on into that next room. before whatever.
Someone
Is there
wants to open
anything
the chest. Be
interesting
my guest. I just checked
on
to
this
see if it was gonna
desk?
bite me.
On that desk, roll me an investigation check, Willow.
It's not gonna bite me. Oh, I'd see nothing.
Yeah,
just-
no, there's
it
really
looks like it
nothing. Yeah, really nothing special with that.
Can I try harder?
Nope.
Sorry,
Any?
you're not Avis.
Yeah, mental checks are one and done.
So is the chest in here the one poked? Because
No, it is.
Yeah,
There is
what?
there is a chest in here. It's just this map doesn't have it depicted like the other one.
Oh,
Go on, Willow. Open it. Do it.
freaking no.
Do it. Come on, peer pressure. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
The chest
it.
just the chest
She
is like,
said-
yeah, do it.
Yeah, you heard the chest. Do it. It wants you to open it.
I'm not a mimic.
God, what was that? I laughed. The party
just
laughed.
saying,
The chest
like-
laughed. We killed the chest.
Yeah. Yeah,
Or
it's
sing one of those
adventure
famous song lyrics, like-
walks into a tavern carrying a giant sword. Bartender says, "What do you have that for?" Mimics. The bartender laughs, the hero laughs, the table laughs. I kill the table. Oh god.
All right. Well, if you're
I mean,
too
how many
scared
mimics
to
can
open
there
it,
be on one boat? I'll open the chest.
I'll open it. I poked it. I
Imagine
poked
Willow
the
like
sword.
Look,
I'll
like,
open the damn thing.
walking up into this room and just like you want to open it, you open it. Yeah, as you open it, you see inside of it is a finely crafted sword.
How finely
Ooh,
crafted we
another
talking
sword.
Um, you might imagine that if on a scale of +0 to +3, this might be a +1.
about?
A long sword for what it is worth.
Oh, does it glow in the dark?
It does not glow in the dark. It is sitting in a chest illuminated by your own sword.
Well, that.
I'm gonna take 5.
Yep.
I'm just standing in a dark room right now because he left.
Yeah, that's it. You see like
Oh,
the
no.
glow from Dawn Shadow's sword over in the other room, just illuminating Rook and Willow where they stand.
Yep, that's all I see.
I come
Right.
into the
anybody look
room
this-
like.
Do you take the sword?
Yeah, I take the sword.
Okay, as soon as you put
Oh,
your hand
no.
on it, it animates into a sword mimic, and attacks you. It does
I
not
was just
bite
kidding.
through. As it tries to bite into your gauntleted hand, it does not connect.
Okay, so
Oh,
am I?
it's the
Am I? No, hold
I
on.
told you.
Am I still
told
holding
you.
it? Because it tried to bite into my hand. So
Yeah,
am I
yeah.
still holding it?
You picked it up by the hilt, and you just see like the hilt suddenly turn like the pommel turn into a pair of jaws as it tries to clamp down onto your gauntleted hand.
Okay, I'm gonna squeeze harder and walk into the room with it.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah. You are carrying this thing into the room. Um,
It's gonna
As-
walk with it up into here. It's like I found a bitey long sword.
yeah. As this mimic is just like trying to devour his hand, but just
Can I,
thanks
like,
to-
Can I slap it on the ground and try to like knock it off? Like stop it.
Sure. Roll
It makes it look like something from the thing.
That
roll an
sword.
attack.
No
Roll an
bite.
attack.
Okay.
I mean, we killed the
Just
other
a-
one.
just a
in
straight
one round.
strength?
Yeah,
roll?
it's gonna be it's just gonna be a strength. It's gonna be a +6 because I mean you have proficiency with slamming things. So, yeah, you slam this thing off the ground. You hear a bit of a yelp as let's see if this thing is do me a favor, roll me an athletics or roll me an athletics or acrobatics.
Athletics.
Okay.
Fuck yes.
Mimic field shit.
As it is
One
trying to
bitey
pull
sword.
itself away, it has, you have basically bashed this thing off of the ground. There was like a slight twang to it, and as you still have this grip, it is like attempting to bite into your hand, but it is losing fervor with every passing second.
I'm just looking, it's like, stop it.
Bite it back.
I'm like, it's like how I train Beckett when he puts his mouth on me. He's like, stop it.
Roll me intimidation with advantage.
Are you trying to get a pet mimic?
That's not my intention, but I want to see where this goes. All right, 6 or a 18. 18. Yes.
You scold this thing, you know, the bashing it off the ground, it just realizing that it cannot penetrate your armor with pretty much every attack, as it's like, as you see these little tendrils come out of it, and they're like trying to like squeeze your hand and like smack you away, as it is just losing all of its hope to fight. And after a minute or so, it just kind of like stops. You see that the face on it, where the pommel is, just kind of has like this defeated look as it's looking around, almost as if it doesn't know what you're all going to do to it.
I'm gonna look. It's like, are you done?
I
was like holding the thing in my hand, looking at it, like, are you done?
I don't know if. Oh, 1 second, I gotta look something up real fast.
See what their intelligence is.
Well, I know what their intelligence is. I just don't know. Yeah, it doesn't have a language. I'm going to imagine with your intimidation, and like with almost you scolding it, it just kind of like stops, like squirming and wiggling, because it doesn't really understand, but it knows that it's being like, you know, yelled at, and it's, you know, kind of terrified in this moment as you've basically just rang it off the ground.
Wait, mimics don't understand?
Mimics don't have a language.
Well, I mean, like, I thought people could set up mimics on purpose and be like, you be a chest and fight somebody when they.
Well, I mean, if you could dominate if you can dominate a creature, sure.
Or just find a chest mimic and stick it in your dungeon.
Right.
It'll bite anyone that comes by anyway.
Well, maybe it just wants to wander around and not listen, not sit there and be a chest.
Well, sitting there being a chest is what they do. Like, that's their natural behavior. So if you just stick it in your dungeon somewhere, it'll just do that.
Well, the first mimic I encountered, it changed shape on its free will. Way back in Nomengard.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna
So
pull out some. I'm gonna
questions.
pull out some rations.
Okay.
And I'm gonna see if it will eat the ration.
So you pull out this small container of food, and you hold it out to it. Roll me persuasion.
All right.
Oh.
Ooh, I'm trained in persuasion.
Shit. Russia attacked the Ukraine.
What?
What?
Fuck.
Russia's attacked.
What?
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was
just came across Apple News.
Yep.
Fabulous.
God damn it. Putin has launched full-scale invasion, says Ukraine foreign minister. Explosions heard in Ukraine as Putin announces military operation. God fucking damn it. We're going to war.
Thank God I'm too old to draft.
Same.
Yeah.
You have to have a pandemic alongside a war. That's how they go.
That's really what I'm more afraid of, is that a war is going to cause the COVID outbreaks.
Yeah.
Like, you know, because, and, you know, outbreaks of that scale leading to, you know, more variants and mutations.
Oh, come on. I don't know if that was good or bad.
It kind of like sniffs around your hand. With the intimidation that you had, scolding this thing, the damage that you did to it, kind of banging it off the ground, it losing its morale, trying to bite your arm feverishly, multiple attempts, you hold out this small satchel of food, and as you do, it kind of sniffs it, smelling the beef jerky, the dried nuts and or dried fruit and nuts that are in it, and with that, it you see this tiny minuscule pseudopod slowly reach out, and it like grabs the container that the rations are in, and like looks up at you, and
I nod. I'm like, yes.
And it like
go on.
pulls it back to itself, looks up at you, and then like opens its mouth. Which again is kind of like it's the cross guard of this thing. You just see like the opening, and it just, the pseudopod pulls it up in, and then you just see like, through the shape of a sword, which would, as weird as it is, the action of chewing. And as the seconds go by, the docileness of this mimic begins to increase as you hold it by the handle, or by the hilt, as it does not seem to be attempting to bite at you anymore, and is not squirming around in your hand trying to like pull out of you.
Okay.
You have a pet mimic.
So, I say we refrain from opening any other chests in this place, because I don't think there's anything good hanging around here.
Actually,
Did
I was
anybody look at the
planning on battering this
desk?
chest with my club.
What did you ask, Willow?
Did anyone look at this big chest or table, desk, whatever? the red chair?
No, if you want to take a look at it, go ahead and roll me investigation. If you want to like start scouring through the belongings on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, while she was wrestling with her mimic sword, or making friends, I
fucking
guess.
holding this. I just imagine just holding this thing as it's just like trying to bite my hand. Like, stop, just stop.
If you've noticed, that the initiative marker of this has changed from red to blue.
Awesome.
I lost my mouse.
I'll find it.
I rolled.
I shall. What? So it's a long sword. Okay.
It is a +1 long sword, and it is a.
Is it?
Yeah, it's. I mean, the thing is that like a normal mimic. Where was it? Oh wait, do I have a space there? Wait, where the fuck is my regular ass mimic? Oh god, I don't even know anymore.
An half mimic.
But wait, mimic. Here we go. Yeah. So it does basically the thing. It's just the difference is that this thing can only turn into a sword. But it does have a +1. It does have a +1 to its attack and to its damage, because it is technically a +1 mimic. All right. Was that your investigation to 16?
Yes.
All right. So
yes.
as you are watching Dawn Shadow basically tame this sword mimic, as for one of the first times it was while it was bashed over the head off the ground, it was actually given a peace offering rather than just stuffed in a chest somewhere. But as you do, you are able to you search across this desk, and on this desk you do find a small book that is written in common but in very poor grammar. As you read inside of it, it explains that the crew of this ship has been at sea for years upon years, basically without a goal always listening to the orders of the captain, finding corpses, bringing them back, stitching them together, exposing them to lightning. But this is just over and over and over. So you, as you're starting to read this, you're gathering that this book possibly belonged to the quartermaster of the crew. It says in there that they don't understand why they're doing what they're doing, but that if you ever disobeyed, you would have your soul devoured. So the questions stopped shortly after a few of those instances.
Wow. Yeah, I'd let everyone know what this book says, that it's what they've been up to. They seem to be afraid their soul's going to be devoured. So that's a thing. Does it say anything about the captain?
It does not.
What they were called before or anything?
No, it does not give you anything. It doesn't give you anything specifically in there about the captain. This appears to be a just an account of the quartermaster. That was like I said, it was very broken language, very broken common.
Mm-hmm.
But you were able to get those main ideas.
Well, I already got a powerful supernatural entity got a claim of my soul, so
you feel your you feel your gun sort of warm in your hand.
I fear my soul is too spoken.
But with that, do you guys do anything after after gleaning this information in order to try to hunker in?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and smash into this. See if it's a mimic or a chest.
Yeah, you like break open this thing. Inside is a change of clothes, and nothing really special beyond that.
Look back over my shoulder. Go, kill this one.
Yeah.
It's dead.
Tor's just standing there like, arr.
I like a nice purple bed. Willow's gonna. No, she freaking isn't gonna sit on the bed. She's afraid her ass is gonna get bit.
Mimic bed.
Tor's standing there saying that, and the bed's just like, mimic bed is these massive jowls open up. Come on, just lay down.
I'm not a mimic, I swear.
How sure are we the ship ain't a mimic?
There was, you know what, I will say this, there was something beautiful I saw once before that was it was a door mimic. Where it was like the entire door was a mimic.
Yeah, that was in wow. That was in like the opening sequence of Curse of Strahd in this fucking like house. It's just like a door mimic, so it just looks like a door until someone tries to turn the handle. It's like all of a sudden you feel the handle is very squishy, and then you see that your hand is now inside of a mouth.
Yeah, from the Death House. Yep.
Yeah, it's like so. Like I was running that, and they're like, does it roll to attack me? It's like it doesn't need to. You're touching it.
Yeah, you're touching it.
Oh,
so cool.
I read one where it was something like the mimic doesn't attack; it just lets you take its actually young.
Wait, it lets you take what?
Oh yeah, the coins.
It lets you take its coins, which are actually young.
Pressure.
Yeah. Yep.
And then you plant the baby mimic.
That's smart. That's a hell of a monster. All right, so yeah, like I said, are you guys doing anything to barricade yourselves into here? Or what are you? Are you just gonna try and get that short rest in?
Willow wanted to sit on the bed. I was gonna say she pokes it with a quarterstaff.
Yeah, nothing on the bed moves. The bed is fine.
But do we want to use the
now.
bed to have barricade or the desk?
Which way does the door swing? Does it swing inward or outward?
They swing inward.
Tor, you want to just go get the anvil and just place it in here?
Sure.
Just use that to barricade that door.
Okay. Yeah. So you are able to, the two of you are able to barricade this door down here.
Yeah.
Willow, as you sit on the bed, from out underneath comes a tiny Tarask ready to fuck shit up. No, I'm kidding.
I'm not surprised with anything at this point. No, this upper door, are we trying to barricade that too?
That's up to you guys. I mean, there's two doors there. I will say there is a door here and there's a door there.
I see. Dawn Shadow.
And those go out to
I don't know.
deck.
Those lead out to the bow, correct?
And these doors open inward or outward?
They open inward.
So we could just pick up the desk and move it there and put it placed to block in front of the door.
There's a desk in the
or bed. Put the desk or the bed in front of that.
Okay. Yeah. So I will say that between all of you, you are able to rummage that stuff around in order to block that area off as well. And you guys are able to hunker in and get a short rest.
All right.
And I know we've only been playing for about 2.5 hours, but I have work early in the morning, and I think being that we're doing a short rest, it might not be a bad time to stop for the night, because I do have to get some sleep tonight.
Sounds
good.
No,
that's fair.
Cool. And now you guys have a little mimic that be able to join you on your adventure.
Oh, got all my health back.
Nice. Create a monster. I feel like I've already done that.
How to make a monster.
I will say this: I was not expecting that at all. I'm just like, all right, cool. I got a +1 short sword, and it's just biting my hand like,
yeah.
Okay.
Well,
this is a new development.
That's the funny thing too, because it's like it's if the players if the players open the chest, they will see inside is a finely crafted sword. The sword is a mimic, not the chest. The sword. That's how it's worded on here. And it says defeating the mimic turns it into a +1 longsword, but I mean you straight up befriended this thing, so
yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm so glad you went after him. Because you turned it into a little friend, and I think most of the rest of us might have killed it. It was way more entertaining. I'm gonna feed it.
I just looked at it. It's like, this thing can't hurt me.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
it's just holding it like this thing cannot hurt me.
The fact that you have a 21 AC and you were the one that picked it up, that was the whole thing. It was like, this thing is not going to be able to get through your gauntlet.
I don't.
That just seems so fitting for Dom Shadow to have a mimic sword.
Yes. I love it. I love the idea of it. It's hilarious.
I just want the idea of using it, I swing and it's like I'm not actually hitting them with the longsword. It's like I hit them and then the longsword bites them.
Oh, I gotcha.
Like instead of an animated sword, it's a mimic sword.
Yeah. Well, I mean, technically it does, it's
I guess a dancing sword, it's a mimic sword.
I mean, technically it actually does 1 point more damage than yours, because it's considered a +1.
Am I?
That's goddamn silly.
All
I
right.
did short rest,
Yes.
but I don't know why. I chose one hit die. Nothing. Isn't it supposed to auto put the HP up? Nothing changed.
I legit don't know. I haven't played a character that short rested in ages.
What I did is that I rolled the hit die. It came up with the hit points, and then I selected take short rest and confirm, and then it applied the hit points.
I mean, you can just roll a d6 and then or whatever your, I don't know what yours is. Yeah, d6, and then just apply it.
But now the first checkbox suggests I already used the hit die. I don't remember.
Oh
using
yeah,
one before,
because
but
you.
Okay. That's what I'm missing. I used it before. Yeah, it's added. It didn't know.
Yep. Okay. You got 7 back.
Oh, there we go.
Nice. Full HP.
I need to remember that. It hasn't come up yet, but my athlete feat, stand up from prone, only requires 5 feet of movement. Doesn't cost extra movement.
Man, athlete's foot just makes my feet smell.
Yeah.
Andrew, if you reload your character sheet, you will see that under your extras tab, you now have the sword mimic in there, with its HP, AC, and all relevant stats.
God damn, it almost has as much HP as I do.
Yeah.
Fuck me. That's
well,
awesome.
okay, you know what? Actually, right now,
it almost has my stats. Too.
Reduce its HP by 10, because when you bash it off the floor, it did take that damage.
Short rest.
Oh, you know what? Fuck yeah. Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, it's back up to full.
Does this thing have its own movement?
Yeah, because it can technically grow appendages and move. It's only 15 feet, but
that
I would imagine it would be the equivalent of like a dance.
Well, a dancing yeah, well, kind of, because I mean, that's essentially what we can go with as a bonus action. You can throw out the mimic, and when you do so, the sword begins to hover, flies up to 30 feet, and attacks one creature your choice within 5 feet. It would use its own. So yeah, we can basically say the same thing, is that as a bonus action, you throw the sword within 5 feet of you, and then it can use its movement to go up to a creature and attack. And on subsequent turns, you can use a bonus action to cause it to move if you wish, and then part of the same bonus action to attack.
All right, I'm cool with that.
So, and I mean, it'll be around until its hit points are gone. So, yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Wait, we still haven't found. Wait, were those vampires?
No, those are ghost pirates.
Yeah, I didn't think so. We still, that's what I was about to say. We still haven't encountered the vampirates.
Still have not encountered vampirates yet. I'm going to stop the stream.